Hi everyone. I wondered what would happen if I took a very traditional English folk tune, The Leaving of Liverpool, and played it in a simple bluegrass style. So I'm going to be playing it using the chords of the key of G, but I'm going to have the capo on 3, which puts it into the key of B flat. I'll be sticking pretty much to the notes in the key of G. I won't be using any unusual blues notes. It'll be a very simple arrangement using mainly hammer-ons and pull-offs. So, have a listen, see what you think. Well, first of all, let's just listen to the tune itself. I'm going to play it an octave higher, just to make it a little bit clearer. So this is the tune without any decoration at all. Now let's have a closer look at the right hand. I'm using a Jim Dunlop nylon plectrum. I'm not going to hold it too tightly. If I hold it too tightly, I'm going to get a very stiff, rigid action with my right hand, and I need the right hand to move very fluently, very fluidly. So not too tight, but tight enough so that it doesn't fall out of your hand. I'm going to hold it at a slight angle. Not this angle, but just slightly at that angle, just slightly turned, because it will give me a slightly richer sound. Now, on most of the notes I'm going to be using a downstroke. When I do the strums, then it's an up-down stroke, but for most of the main beats, on this song I'm using downbeats, downstrokes with my plectrum. So, let's have another look at the left hand now and put in some of the decoration, some of the hammer-ons and pull-offs. Let's look at the very beginning. Here's the tune. And that sounds a little bit empty, so let's decorate it a little bit. At this stage, it's perhaps important to remember that, as with any folk tune, the tune is not going to be the same when any two people play it. It depends exactly which part of the country it's come from. It depends whether it's a modern version of it or an older version. It doesn't really matter as long as the tune is recognisable. The other thing is that when you try and play this tune, don't try and play exactly the same thing every time. You'll find there are slight variations in the way I play it, even within this lesson. Let's take it from the beginning again, up to the halfway mark. the next bit. And with a few strums as well. And that time complete with mistakes. Let's try it again. Now, taking it a little bit slower, and putting a little bit of decoration in there. Or something like this.